good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Tulane's will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
From the gun, the ground game. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Just need a few inches on third down to move the sticks on this opening drive. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat across the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They go to the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. With the catch, it's Preston. And he's still running after the move. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Finds his big tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, it's Williams. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A third and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dances away. He's going to take off, wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. K-State trying to cannonball their way to a score from the red zone. He wants to pass it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
They've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to move it through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best run.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This is a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. On the return, it's Williams. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The give to the lone running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes a handoff. It's Hughes. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second. His punt is blocked. And the returner is stopped.
Man, that guy came flying in off the right-hand side. He was able to easily block that punt. I'll tell you what, when you get blocked punts like that in special teams, those are the plays that can completely change the course of a game.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Running it to the right. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Dances away from the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Shotgun snap on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll come out throwing on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
And they got him for a safety. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Kansas State quick to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Wildcats will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Green Wave. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. Makes his man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Gonna run it. It's Giddens. Steamrolls his way ahead. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They'll give it to him again. Keeps the legs moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Johnson wants to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be 1st down for Kansas State. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield. It's Cephas. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. When When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Wants to throw on second down. Snags it over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. They're bringing heat. Finds his man down the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Announcing the receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On second down, he'll let it fly.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for room. It's Hughes. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
Huge play by this defense. This game had an opportunity to get very, very interesting. They step up, make the big play, make this a 2-possession game now with that safety and getting the football back.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Running it back, it's Lockett. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Back to the air one more time. Shoots it to the left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense is returning.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Coming after him. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Going up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw it again. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.